Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am Power Symphonic and I've got a box set which I'm going to be unboxing and showing you, and I absolutely cannot wait. It's from the US prog metalers or legends Dream Theater, formed way back in 1985, and I cannot wait to get into this. I am completely excited to get into this. I didn't go to this tour because they did one show in England where they did a one-off in London. My good friend Martin White went, which I was like, oh, you lucky sod that you got to go. I couldn't go purely because of a lack of funds, and when it's a one-off in London, you've got to take into account oh pardon me, you've got to take into account your travel, then the expense of the hotel, food and all that sort of stuff, and it's like 3 hours on the coach, so I'd have to get a train to Birmingham, which is not very cheap, and then get a coach and all that sort of stuff, and it's getting more and more expensive. So I'm having to be selective with the gigs I go to, and obviously I work full time and live on my own, so that's, you know, even more of a factor into it. But this is the special edition 3 CD and 2+2 Blu-ray digipack and slipcase, recorded live in Paris. Dream Theater celebrate their 40th anniversary across nearly 3 hours of music from their career. Full show on CD and Blu-ray includes Dolby Atmos and 5.1 surround sound, and you get some extra stuff, which I'm well excited to get into. Awesome. That'll get slipped into the box set so it doesn't get thingy, but this is the awesome box set. Now I didn't get the thingy because I never got an earbook edition, big ear book edition, and the reason why I didn't get the big ear book edition, as I saw a couple of friends who were like, how come you didn't get the vinyl or the big ear book edition? I said it's funds. I said, obviously everybody knows, I said I work full time, minimum wage, live on my own, so I said I just have to buy what I can and what I can afford, and sadly I couldn't afford it, but I would love to get it at some point to add it to my YouTube channel. But as I've said, I'd love to do this full time, so let's get into this. So we have the CD, Quarantième Live at Paris. I'm not even going to pronounce that because I probably butchered it, because my French is not really that good. The only couple of French words I know is obviously, you know, in England when we say mind your French, it means, you know, your bad language, your swear words. So there's the spread over CD, 3 CDs, which is awesome. That's cool. I love how they've implemented bits from their, you know, you get like Easter eggs on the photo from their earlier albums. So we have track, is this one? Doesn't say, does it? I'm guessing that's the first CD. I'm guessing this one is CD2. Yeah, it actually says CD2. Very, very small writing, so that one would say CD1, or does it actually say? Yes. And then we have disc 3. So it's good it actually says on there, even though it's in small writing, which I know some people struggle like me with their bad eyesight. That's a cool picture. I've never actually been to France. Maybe one day in the future. But for some reason, the whole, you know, the whole culture, the whole French and all that sort of stuff, it's never really appealed to me. I know some people love it, and they've been there gazillions of times and love the whole French and that sort of stuff, but it's just not something that really appeals to me. But we have, awesome, the Eiffel Tower. And if you know the guy and I believe they're called a unicycle. Pardon me. And then we've got the Blu-ray, so you get it on 2. So it's spread over 2 Blu-ray, because I know they played for a full 3 hours, and I know you get extras, various extras and stuff like that. I was wondering if there was going to be something to do with wine, because I know French are most famous for the wine. Blueray 1. And I'm guessing this one is Blueray 2. Yes. And then there's the inlay. Ooh, James Labrie vocals, John Petrucci guitar and vocals, Jordan Rudess keyboards, John Mayang bass, and the ever awesome Mike Portnoy drums and vocals, who's finally back in the band again. It was a shame that Mike Mangini left, but I know they had their reasons, because they wanted Mike Portnoy back. So is there a book? Yes, there is a book. I was wondering if there was going to be a book. Awesome. I don't know much about the French history, other than obviously what Sabaton have mentioned about in their music and what I learnt in school many years ago, but I don't really know much about the history of the French. But it's cool. Twice in a lifetime. Oh, that's going to be an interesting read. But yeah, I know about the Berklee College of Music in 1985, where they started, which is awesome. So that's going to be an interesting read. I may find some stuff on here that I actually don't know about, which is cool. Then we have, that's a cool. I do like some live shots. I wonder if there's actually going to be a photo of the full photo of the band. Oh, awesome. If you know their albums, then yeah, Live at the Marquee. But yeah, they've released quite a few, but this is awesome. So James Labrie, John Petrucci, they're all legends, still going after all these years. I've only seen them once, and that was on the View from the Top of the Wall tour, and they were just so hopefully they come over on their next album cycle and they play. John Mayang, Jordan Rudess. So I definitely don't want to miss them next time, so I'll go, even if it means selling a left nut or something like that. Mike Portnoy, a legend and a beast behind the drums. And then there's the video credits and all of that sort of stuff. Recorded and filmed at Adidas Arena, Paris, France, November the 23rd, 2024. And I know the extras on here, I know there's something that said something about London or something, a documentary. I don't know if it's, because I remembered London, I believe it was London for this tour, was the very first show, the London gig, so they probably did a documentary on that, which I know some people were on about, they should have recorded the London one, but they've recorded stuff before in London. They've recorded some live stuff, so this is cool. So I'm going to go and stick the Blu-ray on now, and I'm going to watch the concerts. The concert, should I say, the one to spread over to Blu-ray, and then I'll be watching all the extras, and then at a later time I listen to the audio, because that's what I usually do. I watch a gig on Blu-ray, and then I put it into the pile that needs to listen to my audio, and at a later date I'll get the audio listened to. But yeah, I really cannot wait. So I'm going to put a link in the description to their YouTube channel, because I know everybody knows about Dream Theater, but there's one or two people that like, look, I need to sit down and listen to these. They've recently just done a US tour, and I know they did the 40th anniversary, but after this tour they did another one. They played the whole of their latest studio album, Parasomnia, in full, with a Change of Seasons in full. Now, I believe it was the track A Change of Seasons, you just played the whole of that in full. And then they played a set of deep cuts. So they did a whole load of deep cuts from the various Dream Theater studio albums. I just wish they'd bring Illumination Theory back into the set list, because it's my favourite Dream Theater song, and that song is a masterpiece. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this Dream Theater unboxing video, and I shall catch you in the next one. If you're new to this channel, if you would like to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of cool stuff, because it's many unboxing videos I do. I'm just about to unbox Sacred Steel. But yeah, unboxing videos, I talk about the bands I love, I show off my collection, latest haul, all of that sort of epic cool stuff. So I hope you'll enjoy this, and I'll catch you in the next one. So Power Symphonic saying, have yourself a good one, and I shall see you later.